Thank you for calling the City of Westminster. If you have a police or fire emergency, hang up now and dial 911. Regular City Hall hours are 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. We are closed Friday. If you need assistance, you may dial 0 for a city operator now or any time during this message. If you know your party's extension, you must dial 9 followed by the 4-digit extension, or you may make a selection from the following options. Dial 1 for non-emergency police or fire inquiries. Dial 6 for the jury status line. Dial 7 for
Westminster Police and Fire.
Yes, hello there. First question I always like to ask is, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, sure can.
Okay, good. I'm on a Wi-Fi phone, so sometimes it doesn't work so well. But anyways, my name is William. I'm just kind of new to the area, and I know that there's been kind of a lot of heat kind of in the news lately with the panhandling statutes and, Denver and Colorado Springs and stuff. So I just had like 2 or 3 quick questions I wanted to ask you, see if you can give me a little insight if possible.
Okay, sure.
Real basic, do you guys consider holding a sign to be soliciting?
Well, I guess it depends what the sign says. I mean, are you talking about asking for money, or are you talking about saying vote for so-and-so, or?
I'm with the church, so it's kind of like an anti-abortion advertisement, so to speak. So.
Okay. Yeah. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all.
Okay. Good. The only other question was is there any sort of private drives that this statute or whatever applies to?
Well, the only thing it has to do with private drives is if the owners of the property don't want you there, then we would have to come out and ask you to move. But if you're on public property, then you're free to anywhere you want on public land.
Okay, so you can hold a sign pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah, as long as you're not on someone's private property, for instance, I don't know, Walmart or something like that. They could call in and say, hey, we don't want them there, and all we would do is come and ask you to move. We wouldn't arrest anybody as long as there was no problems with any kind of belligerency or anything like that.
Oh, okay, good. That sounds kind of like what I learned one time about just like a formal warning, like if you're loitering or skateboarding or doing anything on their property that they just don't deem appropriate.
Yeah, that's exactly. Pretty much the same thing. Is if you're on someone else's property, they have the right to ask you to get off of their property. But if you're on public property, then you're good to go. You can display your sign anytime you want to.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. And I just had one more question. I'm always kind of paranoid. Just to double check, there's no such thing as like any sort of roads that are private drives that are like publicly maintained or anything. Like you guys don't have contracts that would confuse things here.
Right. No, we sure don't.
Okay, so there's just black and white public roads. I got to worry about the other elements.
But if you look for a street sign, you're usually pretty good. Pretty safe if you see one of our green street signs out there. You pretty much know that you're on a city street then.
Okay. I hate to ask, you kind of struck an interesting question then for me. One of the particular roads that we had in mind, or private drives or whatever you want to call them, was I don't know if you can visualize 9400 and Sheridan.
The Valero.
There's the Valero right there. Yeah, so the west side road there, that's like on the other side of Payless there. We thought that was a private drive. Could you possibly confirm with us if that is?
Are you talking about, let's see, say that again, to the west of Payless or to the east of Payless?
It's the north of Payless. It's not west of Payless, it's north of Payless.
Yeah, it's the north of Payless, just on the other side of there's like a little
brick wall.
Got you there where it goes into the gas station.
Yeah, there's a left turn lane, right turn lane.
Unfortunately, my map's not good enough to confirm that with you, but from my understanding, that's our maintained street.
Okay, so
I don't believe that belongs to them. I believe that portion of it belongs to us.
Okay, I guess I have 2 questions now. I'm kind of confused. If it is publicly maintained, do you know how far it goes back to make sure we don't
I do not.
Okay.
No.
because the other one was we're just like I said, trying to be responsible here. We actually looked up the Westminster kind of city maps on your website, and that showed that whole area as a Payless owned parcel that kind of goes all the way out to the street. And so is that kind of the same tool you're using to see parcel lines and stuff like that, or?
No, I don't have anything as good as that. I have my computer-aided dispatch map is what I'm looking at.
Ah.
But certainly they could not possibly own the sidewalk. That's not possible. That would have to be a public street.
Okay, so
I'm sure the right of way would end at the sidewalk.
Oh, I see. The right of way of Sheridan would end at the sidewalk.
Right.
And then but that means that the parcel itself that Payless is on it's all the same. It's all in the same square, and that includes the part of the road there, or the left turn lanes and right turn lane. So if that's showing up as a parcel, is there a right of way for the sidewalk that's alongside that brick wall then? That's kind of north of Payless.
Talking about on the north side of Payless?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like
I can't answer that one for you. I do not know the answer to that question.
Oh, okay. So that could still technically be a private drive then.
It's possible. The sidewalk belongs to them. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the sidewalk at least belongs to them. We'll have to figure out the road or whatnot. Still.
I'd say it's possible. I don't have the ability to tell you because my map's not that good.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Do you guys have like a GIS or a survey department or something we could possibly visit if we need?
I don't. Well, we have a GIS department over here in the city building. I don't know if they've ever had visitors or not. That's something I guess they would have to answer. I've really never had anyone ask me that before. So,
well, that's okay.
There definitely is a GIS department at City Hall.
Okay, sure. That actually sounds like a great idea. I imagine your City Hall's address is online. Pretty typical.
I know where it is.
Well, yeah, we're right down the street. If you're over here at this Payless or anywhere here, we're at City Hall's over here, 92nd and Sheridan, just east of there. The one with the big, large clock tower in the parking lot.
Oh, okay, perfect. That answers that. Well, yeah, fantastic. We're very definitive people, so we'll see what if we can get a map or something. But
yeah, very good. They'll be open until I think they're open until 6 o'clock tonight. So.
Okay, perfect. Well, fantastic. The bigger issue I had was just if holding a sign is considered soliciting, and it's just a sign. So,
right.
But
we have a friendly neighborhood gentleman that likes to stand out not too far from where we're at, and he has a really big old sign. Like a lot of times he straps it on his back and rides on his bicycle with it, and it says "F the police." So except it doesn't say F on it, it actually spells it out. And he's actually okay to carry that. So.
Okay, interesting. So it's kind of like what I've been trying to follow in the news is like basically protected under like First Amendment freedom of speech or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not asking for money or stepping out in traffic, impeding the traffic flow. If you're off the roadway and you just have a sign that says no abortion, vote for so and so, you're good to go.
Okay. Boy, I only have to ask because this is a very interesting conversation this turned into. I'm just I'm a computer background, so I kind of have a lot of permutations I like to address, code wise. And so it was interesting you said there that the guy holding a sign is not in violation as long as he's not asking for any money. But if you were to actually put something on your sign that says, change comes in many forms or something, you're not actually asking for it, but it's sort of, I've seen homeless people kind of do that as an indication that they're in need of assistance, whether that be money or not. Is holding a sign needing assistance without asking it, is that still solicitation or is that not? Oh, he said hold on.
this. Can you call back for just that one?
I'm probably not going to get the same person. Yeah. It was just such a close completion call. Only because I had such a good rapport with him. I want to start over. How long is this going to be? A couple more seconds. He's just taking it. He knows I'm on hold. Can't possibly be more than a minute or two. So I wasn't expecting to be put on hold.
Is it okay to just keep sitting here?
Yeah. As long as there's pumps available. So close. Oh, beeping.
So I'm so sorry about that. I had a traffic accident I had to deal with there real quick.
Oh, sure, no worries.
What was your question again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and this is much lower priority, so I'm glad you took that. No, I just you kind of struck an interesting question, which is like if the guy that was holding a sign, walking around, so it's not the abortion sign or anything, but if it was like I've noticed the homeless people hold signs indicating that they're in need of assistance, possibly money, and so I just was kind of curious if no one's actually physically, verbally asking someone, if simply putting something on their sign saying that they're, in need of assistance, if that is covered under your solicitation.
Well, I mean, you're talking about you're splitting hairs there when it comes to semantics. I mean, it's going to depend exactly what the wording would say, I suppose. If you say I need assistance, aren't you asking for making a request for something?
Well, sure, but I figured, homeless people could need money, could need food, could need a, referral to an agency or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, they're still soliciting. It doesn't matter that it's not money. They're asking for something to be given to them. That's a solicitation.
Okay, but like the solicitation, I guess I'm trying to figure out if so is it if it's on the sign and it's like help, I need help or something like that.
Passively holding sign saying change.
Is that so? So that would be soliciting, I guess for contributions.
Well, it'd be soliciting for something. If somebody had a sign that says I need help, somebody's going to stop and ask them what they need.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I kind of figured that. I guess I was just kind of confused because, like your law, it says that if I recall, it was like you're not allowed to solicit for contributions of any kind, and I just figured like if there's a homeless guy that needs like just a mention of a referral to a place, because I've seen a lot of people not necessarily ask for for money or for food or things, but just like just homeless resources or something like that. And so is receiving or is asking for referrals or recommendations for resources and then getting those resources, is that kind of still soliciting if it's not like a contribution like food or money? If you see how that kind of works.
Yeah, well, I guess your question is very confusing. If a person's standing on a street corner with a sign that says "I need help," then the police officer is going to stop and provide them with help. If the police officer stops and finds out that this person is looking for money, then he's going to tell them to move along. If they find out that they're looking for a place to stay or for the night, then they're going to provide the resources for them. So they're not going to write them a ticket. They're not going to write them a ticket for soliciting in either case. They're going to say, move along, or here, we can take you to a homeless shelter.
Okay.
Now, if they're standing on the street corner and the sign says, give me money because I'm homeless, well, you know what they're looking for, so we're going to ask them to move along.
Gotcha. But, okay, so let me think here. Indication of... Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Gives us enough to work with. We're just trying to, make sure. Well, we're curious about other people, breaking the law, but we want to make sure we don't here. So,
yeah.
I'm just trying to think if there's any other questions. So, for contributions. So, yeah. I'll just have to think about all this stuff now. Lots to think about. But thank you very much, sir. You've been very helpful. Yeah, if I may ask your name?
My name's Russ.
Officer Russ. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm always good. I always like to grab badge numbers too, if possible. Do you got one?
Mine is 22142.
2214. Oh, that's a long badge number. Well, fantastic, Officer Russ. Thank you very, very much. You've been very helpful. I really appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.